Hello guys, Justice RS here, also known as UrgntJustice in game. How are you doing? Today is the second episode which I'm uploading for the Summoning Sundays series. This is the second episode where I'm actually aiming to get another 700 Crimson Charms approximately from these Dagonoth Kings with the triple charm effect from the Familiarization D&D game. So basically this series, if you don't know about it or if you haven't watched my previous episode, is a bit different than my sort of in-your-face, big, sort of dramatic PVM videos, which I usually do. This series is more just so I can chat to you guys about random thoughts which are going through my head whilst I'm chilled out on my sofa at home in England, just basically doing a bit of charm collecting. God, I am literally that bad at multitasking that I swear to God I'm going to forget to even click on my cannon. You'll watch it stop so many times. I am going to work on getting a royal cannon, but to be honest, I'm probably going to end up getting that after I get 99 summoning. Actually, probably not. Basically, I'm going to weigh up my options. After I hit 99 divination, I am going to be training some smithing, like I said in my last video, where I'm going to go to Artisan's Workshop, do a bit of AFK smithing, and probably aim to get the royal cannon before I even get 99 divination, so then I can use it here. Definitely more efficient in terms of more AFKable, you could say, as you can fit up to 90 cannonballs in there, which a subscriber of mine commented on my last video, so thank you for that, whoever that was, thank you. But moving on to this week's video. By the way guys, if you haven't watched these sort of videos before, like last week's, then this is definitely more chilled out. For you guys, really, you can just listen to this whilst you're scaping. I did get some really good feedback from the last video which I made around this, where I'm basically just speaking off the hook, no scripts, no thinking about what I'm going to talk about. It's purely just being myself and talking to you guys whilst I'm skilling on RuneScape. Now, to start off with my goal. So my goal is to obviously reach level 99 summoning, and the amount of charms which I worked out, I need around 5,000 more charms, actually a bit less than that now, around 4,600 Crimson Charms, because by the time I get 4,600 Crimson Charms, I'll have enough blue charms in order to actually get 99 divination, so I can't wait for that to happen. So that's my goal. As you can see here, I've got it written in my notes. I don't often use my notes. Well, I never use my notes, and I thought, you know what, for this video it's probably come in really handy just to put in my notes how many charms I'm getting per run, see how it varies, maybe get like an average amount of how much I can get. Last week's video I actually used Full Void just to see, thinking it would be better, you know, for the accuracy bonus. However, this time I put Full Virtus, or not Full Virtus, I've got my Virtus Mask top and bottom on, which is level 80 tiered magic DPS power armor. So I thought I'd put this on and just see, really, you know, the difference in how many charms I'll get. I have messed up a couple of times here though, where my momentum has actually gone off by itself. I must have pressed on the ability, so I've just notched that up there so I don't press on that by accident. Also trying to sort out this music in the background. I do like a bit of chilled out RS music whilst I'm escaping, or doing these sort of commentaries, because it does make me, you know, it's a bit more relaxing for you guys to listen to as well. Okay, so going back to my notes section, let me just have a look at what's around here. So I was looking at my notes section and I realised that I've got some random notes here written, and I was like, that couldn't have been me writing that. So thought back, and I just realised this is around a year ago actually, where I literally just popped my laptop down on the sofa whilst I went to the kitchen to grab a cup of tea, as we Englishmen do. No scones, I'm afraid. I don't often have that in the household. When I do though, I eat them within seconds. But I went to get a cup of tea, and I came back, went into my notes section a day or two later, and had a look at my notes section. It said, "Clean out the crap in your bank!" Exclamation mark. "You saved the dead spider. You have 2 old boots in your bank." So I was like, okay, Angelica, have you been on my RS whilst I've went to the kitchen? And she was like, yes. So my girlfriend wrote in the note section, she was that annoyed, she went to check out my bank. So I went literally to the kitchen for like 5 minutes to go and make myself a brew, came back, and my girlfriend was just chilling on the sofa watching TV. She went into my bank and had a look at it just for out curiosity. She has played it as well, the game, by the way, guys, as well, so she knows the basics around it. She went into the bank, and to be honest, guys, my bank is an absolute mess. So to be honest, I haven't actually cleaned it to this day, from when those notes were put onto this section here, and that was around a year ago. So to be honest, I should probably get rid of those old boots out of my bank. By the way, she also does have 99 agility. She doesn't play the game anymore at the moment, She's on and off really, like many people are on RuneScape, to be honest. That's an interesting factor actually, me just rambling on. If you guys don't like rambling, don't watch this series, because I do ramble on, hopefully with interesting things which you want to listen to. But this is one thing which is out of my curiosity really. Do you guys play on and off RuneScape? Do you, let's say, play it for a couple of years, and then, oh shit, see what I mean? I can't multitask, my prayers run out. So yeah, do you guys sort of play RuneScape for maybe a couple of years and then come back to it, you know, like a year or two later again? Because that's what sort of happens with me when I play. So for example, if you listen to my or read my about page on my YouTube channel, just basically a little note there just to explain what my channel is all about, why I make videos for you guys, and for anyone else who comes across my channel. But I also write on there that I have been playing on and off for around 7 years now. By on and off I do mean literally started playing when I was around 14, I think, I can't remember. And basically I started playing the game and played it for a couple of years, and then stopped playing it for a year or two, then started playing it again. When I was in college, I actually used to play Call of Duty all the time. I was like addicted to World at War. You know, absolutely awesome game there. And I actually was ranked 22 in the world in kills and wins. I was around rank 30, I think, on headquarters. So I absolutely loved that game. Oh, overload. There we go. But yeah, I absolutely love that game, and I didn't play RS at that time, but then obviously I've came back to it after college, started playing it again, went off, blah blah blah. So I go on and off like all the time on this game. You know, it is a really awesome game, and it does entice you to come back. So I doubt this game's really quittable, to be honest. It'll always tie you back in, and you know, it isn't too bad to get back into the game. It probably takes you around a month to really get back into the game after you've not played it for about a year, because you need to obviously get up to date with prices of the economy. You also have to get up to date with what is the best. You've got to be kidding me. I've run out of runes. Fucking hell. Right, I'll bring it back. Just need to go on bank. Ah, god damn it, my lyre was ran out of charge, so I can't even teleport that. I really need to get my house in Relica. Run, Justice, run! I need to get back to the Dagonoths. God damn it, this is the most failed trip in the world for familiarization. I cannot believe it. I kept flicking off momentum, bloody run out of prayer a million times, forgot to overload, and now my runes ran out. I completely didn't realize I was going to need more runes. As I PVM a lot, you know, you do use abilities and you don't really use that much runes, but obviously when you got momentum on, you're just constantly using runes, so it's quite expensive. So be right back, guys, once I'm back at the Dagonoths. Right, okay guys, I am back. That was a bit of a fail. Put my overload on, just wasted a dose there as well of 5 minutes. Right, so this isn't going to be the most efficient charm collecting run in the world. But yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about playing on and off the game. So let me know in the comment section, you know, what your sort of playstyle is, what your history is with the game. Have you guys as well like played on and off, or have you just played straight through? I assume if you have played straight through for 6 or 7 years, are you maxed, or are you one of those players who just socialize more than actually, you know, rather than like, oh, it's XP waste to talk and type to people on RS, you know? So just let me know what sort of player you are. Are you a PVMer, a skiller, you know, more of a socializer in the game, or a bit of a social PVMer? I would say I'm a social PVMer. However, I do get into those moods where I like to skill, and it is all about what mood you are with this game, you know, and how tired you are in real as well, I suppose. But I get into some moods where I do just like to chill out on AFK and do some skills, whilst maybe watch a movie, or chat to my girlfriend for a bit, or whatever, you know, whatever it is. The game is good for that, AFKing, also reaching a goal, but you can multitask and do other things. I'm not the best multitasker in the world, as you can see from this video. But yeah, let me know what sort of playstyle you carry out on RuneScape. But yeah, moving on to the actual skills summoning, out of complete randomness really, I'd just like to talk about different familiars which I find really useful in the game, and why I find them useful. Over the time I've done summoning, there's different familiars which I've seen around the game people using, and also myself use, which just come in really handy. So just if you guys don't really know or haven't really thought about using these familiars, or if you know already, then great, it's just good to talk about them, I suppose. So out of my summoning journey, I suppose, the familiars which I found most useful are, firstly, the Bunyip. Now, the Bunyip is an absolutely amazing skill. The bunyip you can get at level, I've completely forgotten now, but it's one of the first levels, one of the earlier levels in the game, and I love the bunyip. The reason for that is because it does heal nicely. That's it. It requires level 68 summoning, and it actually heals 146 life points every 15 seconds, which is quite nice. I could actually do with it here, to be honest, as I don't want to obviously waste my prayer too much. Now, in terms of wasting prayer, someone did comment on my last summoning video around using a... oh shit, what's it called? It's just completely gone out of my mind. A Bone Crusher, that's it, a Bone Crusher item which you can get from Dungeoneering. Now, that's supposed to, basically every time a Dagonoth dies, the bones get converted into prayer points, which sounds really handy. Obviously I haven't got around to getting that yet due to me being on holiday. However, I think I may work on getting it, because my Dungeoneering level is only level 91, so I may work on getting that Bone Crusher, because again, it might help me just to AFK a bit more and just, well, take less restore potions really, especially if you want to cost save. If you don't have a lot of money, then I'm sure the Bone Crusher item comes in very handy. The next very useful familiar which I find, or which I found was very useful before I could obviously get a yak, was the War Tortoise. Now, obviously when you see a War Tortoise, a lot of people think, oh, you're a noob, I'm not going to let you in my team. But to be honest, they're really useful. You can hold 18 objects still with them, which is very nice. It obviously can't exceed, all the items in the War Tortoise can't exceed 900k, and you can't put anything more than 50k worth of value per item in there, which does restrict you slightly with certain items. However, you can get any rune items in there really, and anything lower than rune items in there. So it does come in very useful, especially when you're, let's say, at Frost Dragons, and you don't have the summoning level of 92. That's supposed to be quite a good money maker. Take a War Tortoise, you can get an extra 18 Frost Dragon Bones in there before you have to bank. So that's another familiar which I found very useful before I could get the yak. The next very useful summoning familiar, and as you can see, I'm going up in kind of an order, is level 74 summoning requirement for the Granite Lobster. Now, the Granite Lobster was a very, very useful familiar for me when I was training my fishing level up to level 90. The reason why I was getting level 90, actually first I was trying to get level 85, so I could boost up to level 90 to get the Falador Shield 4 from completing all the elite tasks for Falador, which was a very, very nice achievement for me when I was a bit of a lower level. I was actually level combat 200 still actually. That's when I wasn't really much of a skiller and I just did combat. However, when I came back to the game after quitting for a while, I was in the mood for skilling. For some reason, a bizarre reason, I wanted to get that Falador Shield 4. I just saw people going around with it and I was like, I want that shield, it's beautiful. Definitely think it's one of the best looking shields in the game. So yeah, so basically I thought I'm going to aim to get that, and I did. It took a while to do fishing. I used to do fly fishing and fish flingers. That was the time when we had the tackle box actually, which Jagex happened to nerf, which was extremely annoying. But yeah, the Granite Lobster, very handy due to the features it holds. So the features it holds are, it can increase your fishing level by 4, and this is an invisible, so it doesn't show on your skill, so obviously you can't use it as a visible boost for different items to make different items. However, it is an invisible boost whilst you're fishing, so it comes in very handy. You do fish those fish quicker. You become a much better fisherman with the Granite Lobster. Also, it can spawn raw swordfish and raw shark within it, so you can actually withdraw it and you can get free sharks, which also come in quite handy if you want to do a bit of money making through fishing. Okay, so the next very useful familiar, probably one of the most except for the pack yak, is the Unicorn Stallion. This is obviously the most useful for PVM here, so not skilling. The Unicorn Stallion level 88 summoning, as many of you will be aware. When I got that, I was absolutely chuffed. However, I was obviously going for the yak, so I literally bypassed the Unicorn. However, I did use it at Virago when I first went there, so you can do Virago with the Unicorn Stallion. The Unicorn Stallion basically heals the player 10% of his or her maximum life points each time its special ability is used. You do need the healing aura, the healing scrolls, for you to actually be able to cast that. However, it does come in very useful, 10% of your life points. It's very nice for when you're PVMing. It uses up 20 of your points, your summoning points, so I think you can use it 3 times before your special ability bar drains down. However, if you do have a Spirit Cape, which I've heard you can get that from Dungeoneering as a reward, then that does help you in terms of your points, and you can obviously use the healing ability a lot more often on your unicorn. So definitely look into getting that Spirit Cape if you want to. Whoa, my mate's just got back-to-back Banos tacits, by the way. But yeah, look into getting that Spirit Cape if you want to use the unicorn more often and use its special ability to heal you up. So yeah, that's definitely handy. Also, in terms of weighing up the options between a bunyip and a unicorn, just it depends on what boss you're fighting. If your boss does drop a lot of raw fish, then definitely take a bunyip, because obviously that has the ability to turn raw fish, or you can actually eat raw fish through the bunyip special ability. So yeah, weigh up your options with that. Okay, on to the next familiar. This is actually just before the unicorn. It requires level 83 summoning, from my knowledge, and this is the Lava Titan. The Lava Titan is very useful for your mining skill and fire making skill. Probably less of your fire making skill. It boosts 10 mining and fire making skills when it's active, when you've got it summoned, which comes in very handy. It also has the ability to teleport you to the lava maze or outside the lava maze. That's why quite a few people use it when they're doing warbands, because you can quickly teleport outside the lava maze. People either use that, obviously, or the Pack Yak, which I am now going to go on to. Now, the famous Pack Yak requires level 96 summoning, and the Pack Yak is absolutely beautiful. It's a massive jump, though, from the unicorn, let's say. It's a huge jump. The reason for that is because it is extremely useful. Obviously, you can hold 30 items in the Pack Yak, and so that could be 30 Frost Dragon Bones, let's say, if you're comparing it to War Tortoises, the comparison which I used earlier. So you can hold 30 of those, and also it comes with the special ability where you can actually teleport items to your bank with its scrolls, which is absolutely amazing. So useful. Again, for Frost Dragons, you don't even need to bank. You can just constantly bank the Dragon Bones using the Yak special ability. I use my Yak a lot when I do Virago, because especially on the new team split rotation which came out this week, it requires a lot of food when you're just starting to learn it, especially if you're a base tank or a mage bomb tank, preferably, because obviously the squares, if you watch my video on my channel, the squares spawn quite far away from the mage bomb tank, because usually you're trying to stand away from the team, so it does require you a lot of careful focus and a lot of attention on where those squares are spawning, but that's another story. But yeah, the Yak does come in extremely useful, guys, so definitely get your hands on one of those. Let me know if you are training summoning. I know a few of you did from the last video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little review of different familiars, which I find extremely useful in this game. Obviously, I forgot the Steel Titan level 99, which I reviewed slightly on the last video. That has been buffed, like I said in the last video as well, so that's what I'm making my way towards. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little review of different summoning familiars, and of course just enjoyed my ramblings, which I tend to do on these Summoning Sundays videos. I did go overboard. It was a bit of a fail trip in terms of forgetting my runes and things like that. I didn't forget my runes, they just run out. Completely didn't realise that it actually takes 5 earth runes now to cast the rock barrage spell. Because I'm using, obviously, momentum, it's just constantly casting out. I'm quite tired today as well. I've literally flown from Sweden today, like I said at the beginning. Had a very, very busy week over there, travelling around Stockholm. I did rock climbing, indoor of course, because it's freezing over there. Actually quite surprised that there's no snow in Sweden. If any of you listening here are Swedish, I have been to Sweden quite a few times, and usually it's absolutely drenched down with snow at this time, usually around 2 meters thick. But no snow this year yet. However, I'm sure, I've heard it's January and February where you guys in Sweden, you get a lot of snow and it gets to around minus 20 degrees. And I've just got a festive cracker. Yes! Oh god, I'm too tired. But yeah, jet lag's the wrong word. I've just had a long flight, really. I only got back like an hour and a half ago or something, so I am quite tired. So I apologise for that if that comes across in the video. But I did want to upload this for you guys today and try and get out there and just speak to you guys about what I've been up to. And also just a quick review of different familiars, which I find very useful with summoning. So I'll just quickly calculate how many Crimson Charms I actually managed to get on this fail trip charm collecting. So if you just give me a second and I will be right back. Okay, so I just worked out I got around 631 Crimson Charms, from this trip, where I definitely wasted around 5 minutes at least just going back into and messing about with music, things like that. So yeah, it was around 631 charms in total, guys, so it wasn't too bad. Considering I did do a lot of faffing around. It isn't a great comparison. I can't really compare it to Void as of yet, but I'll try and do a lot smoother trip next time when I'm less tired. Obviously, I think it's just the tiredness affecting me here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Merry Christmas to you all, by the way. I will be uploading a video hopefully just before Christmas or just after, with basically, I've got a few ideas of what I want to do for when I hit 99 divination, but there's a little hint. I will make a video of what my plans are and whether you guys are interested to engage within those plans. So yeah, hope you guys have a good week and have a great Christmas. I'm sure I'll be talking to you guys again just before Christmas anyway. I'm in work tomorrow, only half day, closing up around 2 o'clock, which is nice, so I'll get home nice and early. Ready for a nice Christmas day. I am definitely a family person. I love Christmas. Always have since I was little, and I won't stop loving Christmas. So let me know what you guys think to Christmas. I've not tried out the event actually as well, so I need to try out that event. As you know, I've been very busy on holiday. I had an absolutely amazing time in Sweden. Not so glad to be back, to be honest. I've actually run out of cannonballs now as well. I have gone over the time, by the way. My triple charms ran out quite a while ago, but I just wanted to carry on for the range experience, which I now can't get, so I'll teleport out. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section below, as always. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not. And always just hit a like to support this series. I do like to know whether you like what I'm making. Also, just comment around what parts you liked, so again I can improve the videos and just make what you guys want to see, and make videos which I enjoy making as well. So good night, guys. Have a great start to the week, and Merry Christmas. See you guys. Bye. What up, guys? Welcome to Summoning Sundays. Well, it might be Monday when I upload this, but it was definitely Sunday when I recorded it. So this is a new mini-series, pretty much, which I'm creating. It's part of my Making Progress series, where every Sunday now I'll upload a video of my progress in the summoning skill. So as you can see, I'm level 96.